So I just got home from Anime California, and this was a bit of a rough one to sit through. Okay, I don't want to be too critical about it, so I'm going to be doing something called a compliment sandwich, where I'll say something nice that I liked about the convention, and then I'm going to say something critical about it. Again, this is from a professional standpoint because I went there for business as an artist, and this is not from the point of view of an attendee. So if that's what you're looking for, you might need to go check another video. Okay, so something good is that the venue was really nice. They held it at the Marriott in Anaheim, California. It was really spacious, had nice AC. It was nice looking. The exhibit hall was big. You know, they looked professional. It was great. But a lot of it did seem a bit unorganized. The workers, for the most part, were really nice, but I don't know who was in charge, but I guess they had some computer issues, and it really messed a lot of stuff up for the vendors. Like, it threw people's tables off, and I'm sure there was a lot of other stuff that got messed up in the back because things were delayed, like panels and stuff were delayed like half an hour. On Friday, which was day one, we were supposed to start at like 10 a.m. and they didn't let people into the exhibit hall until noon. So it's like you had people waiting out there for an extra 2 hours, so they were all irate before they even came in, and we lost 2 hours worth of sales that day. So I mean, for artists who are taking commissions, that's a long time. I could finish 2 commissions in that amount of time. But the staff, like the volunteers, the people who were not in charge, they seemed pretty helpful. I mean, they were giving us free bags of Doritos and granola bars, and you guys know me. You give me food, you get like a free lifetime pass to my heart. So, I guess they were at least trying. Let's see. Another kind of bad thing is that the time that they chose to hold this convention was mid-August, so this weekend people had just started school. The people in college, the students in college, had not gotten their financial aid check yet. And honestly, it's only been like a month since Anime Expo, so people are actually still kind of broke and maybe a little burned out. So yeah, this is kind of my fault for choosing to go to a convention with that kind of, with that kind of fucking, what's the word? Parameters or conditions. So maybe that's more my fault than their fault, but that was just bad timing. Like, it wasn't a good weekend to have a convention in general. Something else that was good. What was good? They gave us priority registration to next year. I guess that's pretty good. They gave us a bit of a discount, and they let us do it on the spot. I guess that's kind of good, but at the same time, this was like a really, really slow convention, and I don't know if I would register to go again next year. Like, I got a table just in case, but there's a good chance I'm gonna cancel it. Unless they change the date of next year's event to a time that's not so close after Anime Expo, or I don't know what they can do. Maybe if you're an artist and you're looking to do Anime California, if you live in the Los Angeles or Anaheim area and it's not a big investment, I'd recommend giving it a try because your investment will be really low. But since I had to travel to come here and I had a lot of expenses, I lost a lot of money here. So, keep that in mind. Something else that was good is the artist tables were pretty big. I think these were 8 foot, because there's no way these were the standard 6 foot tables. They were huge. So I guess that's kind of nice. But I was put in the back, and that kind of sucks. I mean, no matter what convention you go to, there's always a chance that you'll be stuck in the back, and that makes a huge impact on your sales and your exposure. Luckily for me, my display stands up over 12 feet when it's fully open, so maybe I caught some eyes there, but what else did I have to say about this? Okay, so in the line of what I was saying about potentially being stuck in the back of the room, I've learned that from now on, I'm going to try to move out of the artist alley and invest a little bit more money to get an exhibitor table. For those of you who don't know, there's always two sections to a convention's exhibit or vendor hall. You have exhibitors in the front, and then you have artists in the back. So if you're in the back of the artist alley, you're like in the back of the back. So you don't get a lot of business. If you paid a little bit extra, which is like 100, maybe 200 extra, you are guaranteed a spot somewhere in the front. And that makes a huge difference. So I probably am going to try to move out of the artist alley for every event that I do from now on, and I'm just going to go and get a bigger table. So that's an important lesson. I learned a lot of important lessons here. So don't get me wrong, like I don't regret coming to this despite me losing like a month's worth of student loans here. But anyway, big thanks to the people who were specifically running the vendor hall, the workers that were specifically assigned to the vendor hall, because they seemed pretty frustrated with the lack of coordination, and they were really nice to us. And you guys know that I really like when people care about the artists. So I think that's about all I have to say. I did do some walking around, like for the night festivities that were going on. And if you're into raves, they seem to have a pretty massive rave going on at this one. So if that's your thing, you can always stop by next year to their rave. That's about all I have to say about this one. I didn't get a lot of footage because I was by myself. Wow, this video is a lot longer than I thought it'd be. If you have any questions about conventions, I can do my best to try and help answer them for you. Again, I do have a lot of conventions coming up the rest of the year, and if you're interested to see what's coming up, go to my Facebook page, link in the description. Like me, follow me on there, and you will be kept up to date with what I have going on. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.